Oh, what's up YouTube? How's it going? I'm back again for another random video. This one was a little tough to make and to decide about, but I'd like to talk to you guys about narcissistic women. I've been thinking about a video for quite some time and how to word this one. I was thinking about bringing different content to my channel, talking about relationships and advice and women to avoid. There are narcissistic men as well, but I'm not here to talk about that because I'm not dating men. We're both human, but I'm just trying to give you guys the red flags, the signs, the symptoms, things to avoid. You don't want to make a train wreck out of your life, and I highly recommend watching people like Richard Cooper, Andrew Tate, the Fresh and Fit podcast. They're a little dramatic on their stuff. Rollo Tomasi's really good. He's the godfather of all this stuff. I highly recommend you guys read the book, The Unplug Alpha. And that is a book by Richard Cooper. It's really good to talk to you guys about relationship and advice, red flags, things to avoid in women so they don't mess up your life and make a train wreck. Now, to talk about narcissistic women, in my past, being on the internet, meeting people in person, two different things. I find narcissistic women, they tend to do things and not think twice about them, making them a narcissist, only thinking about themselves. You put on the filters, you're doing multiple selfies, you're constantly only taking pictures of yourself, nobody else in the picture. You want to, make all those spaces available just to you. That's one of the signs to look for narcissistic people. On dating websites, you want to tend to branch out and, I'm going fishing, I'm traveling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I have friends versus here's pictures of me and only me. Those are signs of narcissistic tendencies, things you should definitely avoid. More so with narcissistic people, they tend to only talk about themselves. They have a hard time holding conversations if it's not about them. You start talking to them like, hi, hey, what's up? Oh, I did this, blah 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 blah, and they only talk about themselves. Okay, so you're talking to them on the internet, texting, in person. You run into them at the bar. They don't say, hey, what's up? It's like, oh, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. You wouldn't believe this, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, hold on here. Like, I haven't talked to you in years, Like, let's make this a mutual conversation about the two of us versus just about you. Because narcissistic people only want to talk about themselves. So they'll talk about themselves. They'll take selfies just of themselves. Those are two major traits to look for when thinking about narcissistic people. Another thing narcissistic people will tend to do is they'll say one thing and do another. So if you're with a woman, this is just for the men out here. If you're with a woman, she'll say, oh, blah, 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 I wasn't hitting on him, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll hear from somebody else saying, she was all over that guy. And then she was giving you shit 2-3 days later about even looking at a woman. Don't even look at her. What are my eyes for? I'm not like hooting, hollering, staring her down going, wow, what a fine piece of meat that is. We have eyes. We're human. We both look, okay? Put your sunglasses on, men. I don't have mine here, but wear your shades. I get it, We're here to scatter seed. Men just want to reproduce, and women, they F for emotion, and it's on a different level versus men. And it's just the traits that women and men are not the same people, and feministic women want to be as equal as men, but it's just not going to happen. There's things that women can do that men can't do, and that's childbirth. And there's 100 million things that men can do that women cannot do. So, they carry the burden of reproducing, which is great. That's what their bodies are designed for. And they're quick to compare, oh, getting kicked in the balls is just the same as childbirth, if not worse. And no, nobody ever gets kicked in the balls and wants to do it again. Women get, childbirth and they tend to do it again. So it's the whole feministic ideology of women in the society and the pink pussy hats and all this and that, and feministic women. Me. I believe in equal pay. I'm totally for it. I'm not sexist at all. I adore women. I love them to death. I have a daughter. I have a son. I treat them both equal. One is not above the other. But it's like we're here competing for each other's love and respect and likes and this and that. And I mean, the stuff I see on the internet and the stuff I hear, and I talk to divorcees, and it's just women. You do them wrong, and they'll do anything they can to tear you down, and they'll take everything out of you because it's the emotion. They're emotionally hurt, so they want to put that emotion on you as well. You get what I'm saying? So they'll tie you up in legal fees. They'll try to do something like not to name any names, but my ex smashed my MacBook, to get a rise out of me, and it wasn't going to work that way. Like, how can I get to him? This isn't working, so I need to get him on an emotional level because he has emotional attachment to this device. Well, yeah, it's my computer. It's how I make my YouTube videos. It's how I, stream the internet and all this and that, So what's the one thing that I can do to get to him? Well, I'm going to wreck something that he loves and adores. And women do that on an emotional level. They try to get through your children, through things you like, through your friends. They'll try to sleep with your friends. They'll try to come after, they'll try to talk shit to you, to your family members. Narcissistic women don't care. They'll do whatever it takes to get to you emotionally. And in that sense, because men think on a different level that women do, and it's a different hurt, It is what it is, as they say. I really hate that saying. It is what it is. Like, we're just supposed to accept it for what they are, and everything that comes to be, and bow down to society, and and just cater to all their problems. I'm not saying men don't have problems. If there's any girls or hate in the comments, I'm sorry. I'm not here dating men. I'm here dating women. And from what I see a lot. I see a lot of good women. I'm not here bashing women. Women are beautiful. Women are great. We all need each other to survive. Why can't we just get along? It's the whole narrative of me against you. It shouldn't be that way. Narcissistic people are all about themselves, and they don't think on that level of let's work together. It's me versus you. Anyone in general, they'll throw you under the bus, plain and simple. They don't really give a crap. It's if they can cheat you, they will do it. They will find a way, and you need to look out for these tendencies. Like, they talk about themselves. They're all about themselves. They only do pictures with themselves. It's so manipulating, and it's hard to get through them. Like, you could be bleeding out, and they'll be like, oh, well, that sucks. Like, do you just realize what happened? If it doesn't impact their life, they don't give a crap. It's plain Jane simple narrative. Oh, he's replaceable. See ya. Goodbye. It's just that whole, like, whatever, guys are a dime a dozen. Like, that's your attitude? Like, do you think your grandparents would have thought like that? No, because women have the option of, oh, yes, no, swiping. Men just were like such like hound dogs. We just we simplify to these women. And there's so many single moms out there that they're not raising their boys, in a masculine way. They're just so like, oh yeah, bow down to society, do this, do that. No, there's other ways to do things in life. And you don't need to look at a woman as you need everything from that one person. You need to worry about yourself first before you go and adopt a relationship and reproduce, because you're going to get taken to the cleaners, plain and simple, man. Like, this, it's just a narrative. I can talk here all day about this stuff, but you just need to understand that a woman will pick her girlfriends over you. Like, you are just the last option when it comes to narcissistic people, like, plain and simple. You think, oh, I have it all. I have this hot girlfriend who's 10 years younger than me. You don't think she's talking to other people? Come on, man. Narcissistic women, they're like two different people. And it doesn't come out until, you know, you did them dirty or you did them wrong. You're like, what is going on? Why are you acting like this? I've never seen this side of you. You're bipolar. That's their natural trait. They will always be like that. They'll act like that to their teacher, to their parents, to like someone that like did an oil change on their car. You know, someone that walked on the sidewalk. Hey, what are you looking at? Geez, girl, you're dressed like you're wearing no clothes and I'm looking at you. What else are you attracting? You know, you want birds on your arms? Like, what are you looking for? You know, like, it's plain Jane simple mentality. Narcissistic women only think about themselves. Okay, folks? Anyways, I'd just like to know what your comments down below are like. Let me know what you think of this video. I really appreciate the feedback. And I'll talk to you real soon.